Hello everybody, this is Mr. Abba. Welcome back to episode number 41 of the Seattle Mariners franchise here on MLB The Show 23. And today the Seattle Mariners will return home to face both LA teams, starting off with a 3-game set against the Angels, followed by a 3-game homestand against the Dodgers. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. As on the mound for the Mariners today will be the 2021 AL Cy Young Award winner Robbie Ray. And if the Mariners have a good week this week, they could potentially clinch the AL West. So something to keep an eye on as David Fletcher will begin the day for the Angels, and their leadoff man will draw a leadoff walk. That'll bring up Gio Urshela up next, who will chop this one right over to France, and just like that, a 3-6-3 double play will get the first 2 outs of the ballgame. That'll bring up Shohei Ohtani, and the 2021 AL MVP will pop this one up behind third base into shallow left, where it'll be put away for the third out of the inning. Reed Detmers, the lefty, will have the mound for the Angels today, .13 ERA through his first 28 starts of the season. And he'll start off against Dylan Moore, who will lead off for the Mariners with 30 stolen bases, his career high. We've seen Moore lead off recently for the Mariners quite a bit, and he gets plunked to begin this day, so he'll draw first base. That'll bring up J.P. Crawford, who chops the slider right up the middle for a base hit. And just like that, the Mariners get their first 2 on. That'll bring up Ty France. 0-1 pitch to him, and he hits this one well into center, where it will be caught. And they thought about tagging, but will not. So both runners will hold. That'll be the first out of the inning. And we'll take a look at the Seattle Mariners and how they line up in this ball game. We've seen more Crawford and France, who's been swinging a very hot bat in his last 10 games. Next, we'll see Julio, followed by Teoscar Hernandez, A.J. Pollock at DH. Left field is Sam Haggerty. Cal Raleigh behind the plate, and Cesar Hernandez getting start at second. Remember, no Jared Walsh and Eugenio Suarez, both of them out for the rest of the season with a fractured forearm. J-Rod, though, will hit this one well into left center. It will get down, and that will score 1. An RBI single for Julio Rodriguez, and the Mariners are on the board first. So still runners on the corner with 1 away, and Teoscar Hernandez wants to add another. An RBI single for him, and that is back-to-back RBI singles for the Mariners. They now lead 2-0. Still 2 on with 1 out. A.J. Pollock, though, will chap this one over to third. They'll go to second, and they'll go to first. That'll end the inning for the Mariners with a 2-0 lead. How about bottom 2? Cesar Hernandez launches one to left field with 2 away, and that is out of here and gone. The second baseman for the Mariners with a solo shot swung on and belted that one. That is Cesar's first home run as a Mariner, as he will trot the bases, and the Mariners will extend their lead now 3-0. We'll go top 3, where a familiar face will lead off for the Angels. Tom Murphy, our former catcher who was a part of that Jared Walsh trade at the deadline, has been starting for the Angels, and he'll begin the top of the third by flying out to Hernandez in right. That'll bring up Brett Phillips up next, 0-2, and he can't lay off the slider running away. Nice pitch there by Ray to strike him out. That'll send us to the top of the order, where Fletcher will also go down swinging, and Robbie Ray makes quick work of the third. How about bottom 3? J.P. Crawford at the dish. He gets a slider, and he's going to pop this one up behind second base. That one will be caught. Ty France up next. You saw him fly out in his first at bat. He draws a walk on his second, so he'll take first base, and that'll bring up Julio Rodriguez. First pitch for J-Rod, perfectly slaps this one into left field, and that's going to roll to the wall, and that'll be a 1-out double for J-Rod, which will bring 2 runners in scoring position for Teoscar Hernandez. Full count pitch to Hernandez. Circle change inside, gets jammed, and this one's actually going to get down. However, the first baseman does bat that ball down, and we will be out at home. So an interesting development. But basically, runners are still in the same spots, and it's now 2 away. A.J. Pollock up next, though, will launch a fastball to left field. That one is gone. A 3-run shot for A.J. Pollock, who is DHing today, and he has doubled the Seattle Mariners lead off his 17th homer of the season, and the Mariners have really busted this game wide open. They now lead 6-0. That'll also do it for Reed Detmers. He'll be pulled right after this, and will come Chase Silseth in relief. Only his 3rd appearance of the season for the Angels. He was called up with the September call-ups. He will now face 2 down with Sam Haggerty at the dish, who will hit this one right up the middle, so Silseth will get through the rest of the 3rd inning. We'll jump in the top of the 5th now. Brandon Drury at the plate for the Angels, And he'll crush this one to lead off the 5th inning. At the wall, and it's gone. Haggerty gave it a shot, but it's a solo shot for Brandon Drury, the Silver Slugger from a year ago, as he hits his 19th homer of the season. He'll get the Angels on the board as they start to look to chop into this lead that the Mariners have built, but it's still 6-1 in favor of the M's. Next will be Luis Rengifo. Full count pitch to Rengifo, and he lines one well into left field, and this one's out of here in a hurry. Another solo shot for the Angles. They go back-to-back as it's Luis Rengifo who hits his 14th homer of the season, and just like that, the Angels, they get another run. 6-2 now, though, still in favor of the Mariners. How about the next batter, Tom Murphy? Next pitch, actually. Murphy drills this one also to left center, and you got to be kidding me. Back-to-back jacks for the Los Angeles Angels. And just like that, it's only a 3-run lead. Tom Murphy gets a little bit of revenge against his former squad, and the Angels now are only down by 3. The next batter, Brett Phillips. Surely they can't go 4 in a row, and they won't. Sinker strikes him out, so Ray finally gets the first out of the inning. That'll bring up David Fletcher, who is 0 for 1 on the day, but we did walk to begin the ball game. First pitch swinging, a liner right over to third. Nice hands over there to snag that one, as that'll be the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Gio Urshela, who also hit this one over to Moore, but this time he can't get to it. That one actually gets through. So 2-out single for Urshela right in time for showtime. Full count pitch, and Ohtani will belt this one well to right center, but not well enough. The Angels do get 3 back here in the 5th, though. It's only a 6-3 ball game. We'll go bottom 5 now with the Mariners, where Crawford gets a hanging curveball to begin the inning. Then he sends this one over the wall and right. A solo shot this time for the Mariners as the balls start to leave the park in a hurry. That's Crawford's 7th home run of the season. The Mariners, they'll get 1 back here off of the home run. It's now 7-3 Seattle. Next batter up, Ty France. 0-1 pitch to him, and he gets a curveball and crushes this one to left. And it's off the foul pole, therefore it's a home run. The Mariners now, they go back-to-back as Ty France will hit this one to left. His 17th homer of the season. The Mariners already get 2 of those runs right back as their lead has grown again. It's now 8-3. How about Julio Rodriguez up next? First pitch swinging. He gets a curveball. Hits it well to center, but this one will die out. They will not hit 3 in a row, but that's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Teoscar Hernandez. 2-2 pitch to him, and he perfectly lines the splitter into left center. This one's got some carry, and it leaves the park. Another solo shot for the home team, as it's not 3 in a row, but it's 3 and 4 batters, as Hernandez hits his now Seattle leading 26th of the season. And the Angels, who just had 3 home runs, well, they give those 3 runs right back to the Mariners. That'll also do it for Silseth. Griffin Canning will come in relief, the righty making his 42nd appearance of the season. He has 2 down now for Sam Haggerty, who gets a 1-0 pitch. Hit this one again up the middle, right into the shift. But the Mariners now lead by 6. Yency Amante will then come in relief for the Mariners. He makes his 49th appearance of the season. He gets in control of the 6th, then he will go right through the inning. 1, 2, 3 as Ferentz will throw him out. How about top 8? Almonte is still in the game as there's 1 on, nobody outs, and Hunter Renfroe hit this one through the right side of the infield. So now 2 on, and that'll do it for Almonte. He'll be relieved by Brusdar Graterol, another former Dodger acquired this season in a trade. He gets 2 down now, and he'll get Rengifo to fly out to left. So Graterol comes in and gets the next 3 batters out, still 9-3 Seattle. Jaime Barria will then come in relief for the Angels, just trying to get some work here. His 61st appearance of the season. He has 1 on, 1 out for Cal Raleigh, who gets jammed on a slider, but hits this one well to left center, and it's going to get down. Got some speed on the base pass. Going to score with ease. That is an RBI double for Raleigh, and the Mariners extend their lead now 10-3. A couple batters later, ends the inning as Dylan Moore will then strike out. So now a 7-run lead for the Mariners. Penn Murphy will come in the 9th, tasked with getting the final out. And he will do just that as Urshela will hit this one into right field. And it'll be caught to end the ball game. And the Mariners win by a final score of 10-3. In command for most of this game, outside the 3 home runs in a row for the Angels, the pitching was pretty solid. And And the offense, they definitely did their part. They started to send balls out of the ballpark in a hurry. And the Mariners just continued to march towards a potential AL West division win. They get 10 runs on 15 hits, while the Angels get 3 on 7. Ray is the winner. Detmers gets the loss. He moves to under 500. And player of the game will go to A.J. Pollock, who went 2 for 4 today with that 3-run homer back in the 3rd inning. Second game, we drop to the Angels 2-1 as Taylor Ward is their only source of offense, and Ohtani pitched an incredible 8 innings in this one. But we do bounce back in, win Game 3 because of a 5-run 8th. 6-4 in favor of the Mariners as they got plenty of offense, 4 home runs all around. And the Mariners get ready to host the Dodgers, and this is a big game because the Mariners' magic number is at 1, which means if they beat the Dodgers here today, they will be your AL West champions. And funny enough, the Dodgers' magic number is also at 1. So whoever wins this game will win their respective West divisions. So a good bit on the line here between these two clubs. And it's also could potentially be a World Series preview. So expect a good game in this one. The Mariners will be rocking their City Connects as George Kirby graces the mound for them. And he'll start off against Gavin Lux, hitting .263 on the season. 1-0 pitch to him, and he lines us right over to short, where it will be caught by Crawford. And we'll take a look at the Dodgers lineup. Obviously, a very talented squad with a couple of MVPs in there. You got Vargas, followed by Freddie Freeman up next, who's hit 317 homers in his career and is looking like another MVP candidate. Followed by Mookie Betts, Will Smith, Chris Taylor, Max Muncy, Michael Busch, and in center, James Outman. Here's Miguel Vargas up next, 2-2 pitch, and he'll lift this one into shallow center, where Julio will get underneath that one for the second out of the inning. That does bring up the former 2020 NL MVP Freddie Freeman, who chops this one over to Cesar, who's again playing second, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Dodgers. On the mound for them will be another lefty, Julio Urias, gracing the mound for them, one of their star pitchers in this rotation. The Dodgers obviously very deep in their pitching staff as he's making his 30th appearance of the season. And Sam Haggerty will actually lead off for the Mariners today, another leadoff hitter who's different, and Haggerty's not going to waste any time. The first batter of the game for Seattle hits this one again to left field and out of here. That left field bullpen has been getting plenty of balls hit their way this week as Sam Haggerty hits his 4th homer of the season, and he gives the Mariners an early lead. They lead 1-0 off of a leadoff solo shot. That'll bring up J.P. Crawford up next, who'll get a nice high slurve, lays this one to right where it will be caught. And we'll take a look at the Mariners lineup today. We've already seen Haggerty and Crawford. Then we'll see Ty France, followed by Julio Rodriguez, Teoscar Hernandez, a lot of the same. A.J. Pollock, Cesar Hernandez at second base, Cal Raleigh at catcher. But we'll also get our first look at Nick Solak today, who is playing at third base, one of our September call-ups. Ty France up next with a 2-1 pitch. He chops this one up the middle, and it's going to get through past the diving glove of the second baseman, and that's a 1-out single for the Mariners. That'll bring up J-Rod. Full count pitch to him. He draws a walk, and that is a tough call. Should have probably been strike 3, but nonetheless, 2 on now for Teoscar Hernandez, who swings wildly at a high fastball. And to bring up A.J. Pollock up next, 1-0 pitch, laces one right over to the hot corner, and that'll end the inning. So we go to top 2 now as Mookie Betts will step into the batter's box, the 2018 AL MVP, and it's been a very tough season for Betts so far. When he's been healthy, he's played really well, but he's missed 4 months this season with injury. The Dodgers are hoping he can stay healthy going into the playoff run. Next batter will be Will Smith, and the catcher will single into center as well. So just like that, the Dodgers with 2 straight hits. They have runners on the corners. And then Chris Taylor up next will poke a curveball into right field. 3 straight singles for the Dodgers will net them their first run of the ballgame. We're tied up at 1. Still nobody down as Max Muncy up next will chop this one over to second, and that's a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play. But it does move the runner over to third for Michael Busch. Pretty solid season for him. 1-2 count, though, and he swings through the curveball. So the Dodgers only get 1 at the top of the second. We'll go bottom 2 now. Here's Cesar Hernandez at the dish, getting the start at second base today. And this one will land fair and roll over the wall for a ground rule double. That'll bring up Cal Raleigh, who swings and misses on the high fastball for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Nick Solak, getting the start at third base today. And he will hit this one into left field, and that'll get down. And the former Texas Ranger nets himself a base hit. So now runners on the corners for the Mariners, 1 away for the top of the lineup. And Haggerty, who already has 1 RBI today, he's going to try to get another because he beats out the throw at first. Nice hustle there by Haggerty. That avoids the double play and allows a run to score. and the Mariners regain the lead. Next batter, though, J.P. Crawford will fly this one into left, but thanks to the hustle play of Haggerty, the Mariners will take a 2-1 lead into the top of the third now. The center fielder, James Outman, will lead off with a single into center. Outman's got some wheels. You've got to pay attention to him on first base. But Gavin Lux is not going to care. He's going to hit this one into deep center. It will be caught, though, by Julio. And Outman will stay at first. Miguel Vargas up next. Kirby keeping an eye on first base, but Vargas is going to single up to middle into center field, as that is now 2 on, 1 out for Freddie Freeman. First pitch, Freeman rips this one into right center, and that is a lot of trouble. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. 1 run will score. Vargas will be coming around as well, and the throw is not in time. The Dodgers have their first lead of the ball game thanks to the 2 RBI double from Freeman. It's now 3-2. That'll bring up Mookie Betts, who did single earlier. Faces an 0-1 pitch, and Betts will single again. This time hits it into left field. Freeman's going to be waved home. There's going to be a play at the plate, and it's not in time. An RBI single for Mookie Betts, and the Dodgers now lead 4-2. Will Smith up next. Will chop this one back to the pitcher. Kirby will throw him out at first, but the runner will move into scoring position. Chris Taylor up next. 2-2 pitch. Chopper over to third. Solak has it. Throws him out at first. The Dodgers gain the lead here in the third. We'll stay with the Dodgers' top 5 now as Gavin Lux will lead off, and he'll hit this one into center field. Kirby's still on the mound, and Julio with a terrible throw will actually allow him to move to second. So that's going to be a single E8 on J-Rod. And just like that, the Dodgers with the runner in scoring position for the heart of the lineup. Miguel Vargas, he goes around the low sinker. That'll be the first out of the inning. Freddie Freeman up next, who already has 2 RBIs today. He also will look at a fastball. Nice bounce back pitches there by Kirby. Puts 2 down now for Mookie Betts, but Betts rips this one into right field, and it's going to get over the head of Hernandez. An RBI double for Mookie, as he is actually gunned down at second. It's going to be an RBI single, but the damage has been done. That was Syndergaard. Mr. Thor himself will come in relief for the Dodgers. He's actually now coming in out of the bullpen. He's tasked with getting the 7th inning, as Cal Raleigh will begin it by singling into left field. So I'll put 1 on now for Nick Solak. 2 for 2 on the day. Make it 3 for 3. How about Nick Solak putting together a very good day, trying to prove that he deserves more at-bats as we go down the stretch. 2 on, nobody out for the top of the lineup. It's Sam Haggerty, who already has a homer today. He's going to lift this one into left field. That's going to get down. 1 run's going to score. Solak has some wheels. He's going to try to come home, and he will. A 2 RBI double for Haggerty with his 2nd and 3rd RBIs of the day. And just like that, it's a 1-run lead. Syndergaard will be taken out in favor of the lefty Caleb Ferguson, as he'll try to get through the lefty Crawford. Now, JP's actually going to try to sacrifice bunt, it looks like. Try to get the runner into scoring at third base. And he'll lay down a nice one as Ferguson tries to field it, and Crawford's going to outbeat the throw. So what was going to be a sacrifice is actually a base hit. Runner's on the corners for the clutchest hitter in baseball, Ty France. And he delivers a single up the middle. Ty France, of course, ties it. And it's 5-5 again. Still nobody out. Julio Rodriguez, single into left. Crawford will not be waved home. And we have bases loaded. Nobody out. Ferguson's day will also be done. It'll be up to J.P. Fireson to try to get through. 5.93 ERA is not what you like to see. And he's got a tall task. His first at bat is Teoscar Hernandez. He rips this one right over to the hot corner. They don't double up, though. So nice play. A nice awareness to get back. It's now 1 out. A.J. Pollock, he'll lift this one into left. Runner looks to tag. It's going to be caught. And they will not test the throw. Not hit deep enough. And now the Mariners need a base hit. It's Cesar Hernandez. 1-1 pitch. Chopper over to short. This one's fielded. And the Mariners blow a bases loaded, no out opportunity. Fire Ison is fired up. He should be. And Yency Almonte will come in relief for the Mariners. The former Dodger, who was acquired in a trade that sent prospect Gabriel Gonzalez to the Dodgers. He gets Freeman to line out to third. That'll be the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Mookie Betts, who launches a 2-0 slider deep into left. And that is gone. A solo shot for Mookie Betts gives the Dodgers the lead again. Only Betts' 4th home run of the season, and that's gotta feel good. A season that's been marked by injuries, shoulder separations, and arm problems, and Betts comes through in a big way as he gives the Dodgers a lead, as the former AL MVP will trot the bases. They'll bring in Penn Murphy in relief to try to just stop this lead from growing, as he is an all-star reliever, so he's the best man for the job. And he gets right through the 8th with no problems, 1, 2, 3. But the Dodgers now lead by 1 going into the bottom of the 8th inning, where Daniel Hudson will be tasked with keeping the lead, trying to go for his 22nd hold on the season. He'll begin by getting Cal Raleigh to strike out swinging. They'll bring up Nick Solak. He draws a walk, his 4th at base this ball game. So now runner on first for Sam Haggerty. He perfectly rips a fastball to deep right field, and this one will clear the wall. Sam Haggerty, you gotta be kidding me. A 2-run shot, his 2nd homer of the day, and it has been a career evening for Haggerty as he gets another home run and his 5th and 6th RBIs of the game. That'll give them the lead. That'll knock out the reliever. Jim E. Nelson will come in next to try to stop what Daniel Hudson blew. He'll do just that as Ty France will swing and miss, and he'll be thrown out. No, he won't be thrown out. That's a poor play by Will Smith as the Mariners keep this inning alive. That should have been the final out of the inning. And it brings up J-Rod. He's got 84 RBIs on the season. That leads the team. 1-2 pitch to him, and he swings and misses to the slider. So nothing comes of the air. But now the Mariners will have a 1-run lead going into the 9th, and they'll turn it over to Andres Munoz, trying to go for that 47th save. Max Muncy's up first. He chops this one over to first, but France playing the line perfectly will get that one for the first out. How about Michael Busch? 0-1 pitch, chopper over to Cesar. He fields it, thrown at it first, and the Dodgers, they're down to their final outs. It's in the hands of James Outman. He is 2 for 3 on the day, and he needs another one to keep this game alive. 1-1 pitch to Outman. He gets underneath the fastball, clocked in at 101. Hit deep to center. Rodriguez has it, and you can see the rejoice because the Seattle Mariners have won the American League West. It's been since 2001 since the Mariners have won the division. That's 22 years since they can call themselves a division winner, and the Mariners will be going back to the postseason. And what a game to do it. This one was a classic. Back and forth, lead changes, clutch hits. This one had everything. If this is a potential World Series preview, I think we're in for a treat. Haggerty deserves player of the game, of course. 2 home run day. He had 6 RBIs in this one. That was insane. So you can see it, the Mariners, they clinched the American League West. Will be going to the postseason. The Blue Jays also clinched. They're the team that we're fighting for the 1 spot. So that's something just to keep an eye out for. We do drop the 2nd game, though, so the Dodgers will also clinch a playoff spot as they beat us 2-1 as Dylan Moore went homer for us. But it wasn't enough. And there is the Y next to the LA Dodgers. Game 3, we also lose 8-2, including a 4-run inning for the Dodgers. Mookie Betts again goes yard. I think he hit a grand slam actually in that 9th inning. Yeah, as he hit the bullpen pretty well. So we've clinched a playoff spot, but we still have a couple of series left, including our last road trip as we'll go to Oakland and the Texas Rangers, to our division rivals. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We're going to have postseason baseball, which is always exciting. If you did, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. The support has been awesome. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.